Well, first of all, it was a great honor for us tonight to have the Tillman name on the back of our jersey. It was something that was very important to us to salute the men and women that fight and defend for our freedoms and for our country. And, it was something that was very important to us. So that was an honor tonight. Our fans were incredible tonight. I know that was disappointing. I know that one hurt as bad as anyone I've had since I've been here. But I'll tell you what I appreciate. I appreciate at the end of that game that our students all up there in the stands and cheered our guys as they come in the tunnel. And, I really appreciate that. And we're going to go to work and get better. That was really proud of our offense. Coach Norvell came out tonight and they played. I'm proud of our players. Our players played hard. We just did some things that are just, very uncharacteristic of our football team. We had, I think, 10 penalties. I think 9 were recorded, but we had 10. They declined one. And penalties that cost us. Undisciplined things, punching somebody after the whistle. We've never done that. We've never gotten one penalty like that since I've been here. So 10 penalties. I think defensively we just was very poorly prepared. We busted more coverages tonight than we had all year, and just a lot of undisciplined play. And it was very, we win together, we lose together. But it was I was disappointed in our discipline on defense. At the end of the day, that was the difference. We gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown that was critical. We missed a chip shot field goal that was critical. Obviously, we had some, had a 54 and a 51, but those are ones you don't always expect to hit. We took care of the football for the most part. The one interception, we thought they had jumped off sides, and evidently they didn't. And so our quarterback thought that they jumped off sides and was taking a shot down the field. So that was one turnover that we had. I thought we did a great job of taking care of the football, and then obviously at the end there, the turnover. But Mike and Norvell and Burke came out tonight with that offense and put 742 yards on the board, 107 plays, and really proud of their effort. And they deserve to win. And our guys fought hard, played hard. I want to congratulate Oregon. Man, that was a heck of a football game. But at the end of the day, we made too many mistakes to win.
Todd, when a game gets going like that, up and down offensively, how hard is that for a defense or a coach to kind of get it under control?
Well, they have a lot of talent. They kick. We knew their return game was very, very talented. That hurt us big time early in the game. They've got a 3rd and 2, and we just absolutely we hadn't done that all year. We just absolutely leave a guy completely uncovered on something we practice, and that's our responsibility, my responsibility. But so that was probably had the most critical errors in our tenure. You got to give them credit for a lot of that, but they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. We didn't practice. They didn't do anything complicated. They just did it with some pretty good people. And what killed us is we couldn't tackle. We couldn't. We'd have the quarterback dead to rights and couldn't get him down. And then, you got him 3rd and or 4th and whatever it was, 12 or whatever it was, 11. We got him dead to rights in the backfield. Guy scrambles around, bounces off of us, and throws up a prayer. And one guy comes off his man. You got to stay on your man, And so that was it was pretty disheartening. So there was a lot of, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They're a pretty explosive team, pretty good football team, and obviously 3 overtimes was. And there was never a point in the game I didn't think we were going to win. We get into overtime and they run a bubble and go. We just we'll cover it. That's our responsibility. So a lot of the things were really self-inflicted defensively, but there wasn't anything that they did that we didn't work on. So, but they just did it with really fast guys, and probably maybe The thing that wasn't very smart is that, I think we probably listened too much, and so we decided we weren't going to blitz as much tonight, which tell you how that worked out. So lots of regrets in that game, but the biggest thing is that the penalties and those type things. I mean, that's a reflection of our discipline, and that can't happen. Hitting somebody out of bounds. I mean, and then y'all have to look at all the plays because it was. We've never had that many. We've never had that many in a game. So that was disappointing.
Todd, I know it's one play of many, but did you get an explanation from the officials on that Oregon touchdown at the end?
I couldn't tell. They don't ever replay the thing where I can see it close enough. But I thought the guy was out of bounds, but I don't know. They reviewed it, so I evidently wasn't. I don't know.
Coach, what kind of problems does Vernon Adams present when game planning for him?
I mean, I'll be real honest with you. We spent more time game planning for 21 and 2 and 5 and 6. There really wasn't much he did that, he's a scrambler. And, but I mean, it's a head scratcher when you got a straight shot on the guy and don't get him down. So evidently he's strong, I guess, and slippery to tackle. But, I don't know. That puzzled me a little bit. We tackled really, really poorly. We gave up 2 long runs tonight, and again, both those runs. One of them, we blew the defensive call. We didn't get the defensive call. We were a little bit, kind of trying to get the rhythm of the game, the tempo down, and then the other one we're playing base defense, which we probably won't ever play again.
Coach, your thoughts on the kind of the end game situation where you had the ball first and goal at the 3, 2 passes, and I'm not sure if DeMario or Kalen had carries in overtime at all. What did you think about just kind of like that whole sequence in light of the fact of how you had run the ball successfully all game?
I'll tell you one thing. I can't fault anything that the offense did. They had 742 yards. Obviously we talk about overtime. Team that runs the ball in overtime wins, but we wouldn't have been. I accidentally hit that or something. Sorry, that's playing something there. No, I mean. I'm not going to second guess anything they did because they deserved to win. We played undisciplined, gave up a big play on kicking game that really hurt us. Other than that, the field goal, the chip shot field goal hurt us. That was there's a whole bunch of plays that were difference in the game, but we didn't play very good defensively, and probably a lot of it had to do with their guys and they got pretty good guys.
In a more macro sense, you said coming into the season, this was probably your most talented team, and now you guys are 500. How do you kind of explain that?
I don't. Disappointed.